Yeah, I think, again, it's only my opinion, and my opinion really doesn't matter too much. But I don't think that they would take them to two different places.
Good morning, America!
That's too much energy this morning.
Well,
Yeah,
fine.
that's true, Missy. I've barely had a few sips of my coffee, so
Good morning, America. I'll
that's
be dull
perfect.
and boring, just like Miss Merch. Is that better for everybody?
That's perfect. Thank you. Um, we're just sitting here talking about, we want to discuss what happened yesterday, any new information that can be confirmed, you know, just a little update for everybody. I'll let Brie in here. She was there last night with us. She actually drove further than me and Mouthy did. Me and Mouthy had about a 2.5 hour drive. Brie had about a 4 hour drive. Live life. We were out in front of the Bio Mom's home doing our protest. They were they were not there, but just our presence there was enough. They had gone and gotten lie detector tests. The Bio Mom came into a box shortly after they got home and had stated that she did not take her lie detector test. She refused it, and Brad failed his.
Wait, let's put out what we know 100%.
We know 100% that she did
Okay,
not take
hold
hers.
on. But and I know you didn't do it intentionally, but no, what happened is they came out and said they both took a lie detector test, blah, 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 all the in betweens.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then
And
later
then
on,
on lives, they said.
when they went live, I messaged Heather in private. Heather will verify that. And I said, Heather, they did not pass their lie detector test. Tell them they did not pass it. Tell them. I have message after message after message, me telling them, tell them they didn't pass it. So Heather did tell her that. And then Courtney said, I didn't take one. I refused to. But Brad told me as soon as he got in the truck that he failed his. So this is my theory at this point. This is my theory only of what happened. They took Brad to one spot to do the lie detector test, and they took Courtney to the other spot to do her lie detector test, which they do. That way they can play them against each other. That's just
Oh,
how they
you
do
think
it.
they actually took them to different places?
True,
I
yes.
think they
I
absolutely
figured they
did
probably
take
just
them.
put them in different
Hold
rooms.
on, please. I don't like panels because of that. I I absolutely do think they took them to two different places. And I think what happened is Brad took his, and rather they knew at that point that he failed or not, I think they told Courtney, hey, Brad failed. You want to tell us anything? And at that point, Courtney said, yeah, I'll tell you something. I'm not taking it. Because if Brad failed, she knows she's going to fail. So then I think she refused. And in the state of Michigan, you do not have to take a polygraph test. They will lie to you. They will tell you you have to. Um, they'll try to be your friend so that you do take it. And Brad failed for it or fell for it. Courtney did not, and I am pretty sure that's how that played out. So then when they get back together, I have a feeling Courtney said, I passed mine. Why did you fail yours? And then we don't know what the conversation went from there.
No, Diana, nobody has an update on Kimberly yet.
Last I knew, Kimberly was still at the station as of like midnight last night.
Yeah.
Okay, the last I knew, there was a content creator. I'm not naming names, but there's a content creator out here that said Kimberly was at the police station, but we do not know that she was there
Yeah.
because, quite simply, a police officer could have picked up her phone that they are sharing their location with the said creator and could have just had the phone at the police station.
Right.
There is no facts, no proof besides some creator that don't even live in Michigan. She just simply shares a location with Kimberly's phone. So she was going by the location of Kimberly's phone to where Kimberly was. No, the cops could have picked up that phone for evidence, or just Kimberly could have handed it to him and said, "Go through my phone." I doubt she did that. But the
Right.
fact is, here is the fact. We do not know where Kimberly was. We possibly know where her phone was because a creator does have her shared location, but we do not know if Kimberly was there with the phone. And I'm sorry, I am not a hateful person. I try to find the best in everybody, but the internet can be dangerous. People will hear something and it goes 3 or 4 people down the way and everything changes. I just like to stick to what we know 100%. And in this case, it's a big rabbit hole and woo wee.
Um, yes, because we don't know if the phone thing was true. Caleb said he was told by police, put her in a safe space. I mean, and again, that could be, but we don't know for sure. Until a reputable source says something, we don't know. Hi, Chris
Right.
Ann. Good morning.
Statement because I was in live where there was multiple people calling jails and looking it up. But hey, here's the
Ew.
thing: what is it going to help or not help knowing if someone's in jail or if they've been arrested? That don't matter. The fact is, Becca's still not home. So to me, people calling these jails, they're just being a pain in the butt. I'll call them pitas from this point on. Pain in the, so they're pitas because calling a jail that ain't doing nothing to find Becca. What does it matter if they're in jail? If they're in jail, great, we'll get answers sooner, right? So they're wasting time, but that gives them clicks and views. Not here for the clicks and views. This is hopefully, Miss Merch, correct me if I'm wrong, is this just a discussion? So it's
Yeah.
only facts or what we have
Yes.
seen with our or heard with our own eyes. Okay. I will
Yes.
say that we did at the protest, we did 100% see the scanner page with our own eyes that Courtney was being taken over for a polygraph test.
We listened to it.
We
Yes.
seen that when we listened to it though, I could see it was on the scanner page.
Right.
Yes. No, the thing that I don't want is for everything to get fuzzy because of more rumors. So we're not here to start more rumors. We're not here to anything. Yes.
Okay, Sammy,
I agree, Lash. Yes.
I didn't
I
want
agree
to.
with
I
that.
personally didn't want to say any creator's name, and I'm not going to put creators' names out there. I think a lot of creators get recognized way too much. But if that creator did say that, then congratulations, because that would be a true statement. The phone is there because she can see it, but we don't know who is with that phone or who is not with that phone. So if
Correct.
she said that, then a round of applause for her for saying that.
She did say that she
Good morning,
couldn't
Lisa.
verify that Kimberly was there because she tried to call the phone multiple times and it would just ring. Nobody would answer. So nobody actually made contact with Kimberly to verify that that's where she's at. So it could just be the phone.
Well, awesome. Could
Correct.
everybody please put thumbs up in the chat for that creator? Somebody got something right when they put that information out there. So thumbs in the chat for that said creator.
Yes, I can verify that that was said. And Heather also gave you the credit for, well, she didn't say your name because she didn't know if you wanted to be mentioned, but she did give you the credit for asking Courtney that question.
Well, quite honestly, I appreciate it. I do. But I never, and there's how many people in here? 119 people. I do not want credit for anything. The best thank you that I could get, the best possible credit that I could get
Becca
would
being found.
Becca being found,
Yes.
rather she's safe and alive, whatever, that rabbit hole they're going down, or if it's the other rabbit hole. Hopefully it's not the other rabbit hole, but we all have our suspicions. We don't know. We have our suspicions of which way this is
That's
going to
okay,
go.
Lisa. Thank you for coming back.
Exactly.
But the best thank you I could ever get is they have solid evidence, and Becca and the baby are brought home one way or another.
Exactly.
And I would also like to say this, and this is my words only, Miss Merch, this is your platform. I mean no disrespect to anybody. This is my own feelings. If there is a single person that is going out there, I don't care if it's for a search party, I don't care if it's for the protest, there is so many local donations, and I would like to
We love Hachi.
prayers, please, lots of prayers for Chachi.
Yes.
She's an older lady, and she is having
A
brain
major
surgery tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. And that woman is amazing. She's been out there since day one.
Freezing her butt off with us.
Freezing her butt off with us, yes. And remind you, she's having this surgery tomorrow. Okay, she was out there all night, all day and all night yesterday. She brought cookies, she brought chips. Oh, I don't even remember. She brought a ton of stuff, okay? So props to her. Lungs, I call her Lungs.
Crossroads, she's in here.
Okay, Crossroads. She brought coffee and
Pop
and
yeah. She made sure everyone had a paint
I also
marker.
tell you, these ladies
Good
have
morning,
not
Jalen.
received hand warmers and she has cashed out people money for gas. Let me tell you though, please listen to me. These two women right there that I just named, and there's many more I could go on about the locals that did bring stuff and do help and have been there. They have not received any monetary donations. They did this out of their own pocket, their own heart. Okay? So I'm going to say this, and I will put it out there. And if you want to block me, mute me, because you don't want to hear me no more, that's great, because chances are I don't want to deal with you either. If anybody asks for a casual app, if anybody's asking for monetary donations, please do not do it. If somebody cannot afford gas in their vehicle to drive 5 minutes down the road, then they should probably stay home anyhow and look for a job. That's the problem with the world, okay? People have too much time on their hands when they should be out working to put money in their pockets. There is not one thing out there that protest needs. And if they do, I strongly suggest that you donate yourself if you're local. Take water out there. Or you find somebody that's been boots on the ground since day one, like Chachi or Crossroads or Denise, somebody that's reputable. Somebody that's not on live 24/7 saying, if you CA me, I will give you a shout out on TikTok. No, we don't do that. This is not a money grab. This is about
no
finding
reason to need to be sending money to anybody.
Not only that, but Caleb just said, that's great, God. Caleb's been out there since day one. He's been helping us make sure it's peaceful.
Yes, Caleb, I didn't forget about you. I did not.
Just said that he is willing to give anybody a ride out there that needs a ride.
See, that's what real people, that's what the real boots on the ground. If you are out there to have a protest, to find answers, to put pressure on people, and you bring stuff, don't just bring your phone. Hold on, let me finish, please. Do not just bring your phone out there and do a live stream saying, send me money and I will give you a shout out. No, you're there for the wrong reasons. Please go home. You are there for the wrong reasons. Please go home. And I hope somebody is screen recording this. When somebody comes up and talks to the protesters and they say, I do not want to be on camera, you do not record them. You can mute. Them few clicks that you're missing out on, oh well, pack it up and go home. That is my opinion only, and I will stand on that. I did not start this protest for people to go out there and make it a cash grab. There's people out there that have a huge heart. They're there to do the right things. They freeze their butt off the whole entire time, and they are not on any app live for clicks and views and telling people to send money.
And let me just say this is being said because this is an ongoing issue. We physically witnessed somebody doing this yesterday. There's no reason anybody needs any kind of money. If somebody needs money, they need to find another way to get it, not to go take somebody that's missing to use that for them to be able to.
And I'm also going to say this, any of the protesters that were out there, I know most of you guys are local. Please do not, yay or nay. You guys have a good heart. I want your heart and your focus to stay where it's at. I do not want you guys taking sides. I want you guys to continue to do what you have to do.
And Crossroads is a champ. We nicknamed her Lungs because she has been the loudest one out there for multiple days. And she even said she'll be back out there again today. So this will be Crossroads' third day in a row going out there.
Crossroads is wrong, and I'm going to call her out on that.
She was out there at 3.
No,
Not
she's
3:30.
out there about 3:15, maybe 10
Yeah.
after 3. She has her time wrong.
Yeah, she was out there longer than 3:30. She was out there for hours. Many, many hours. Crossroads is a champ. Night before, the first night we had it, we all met up. Crossroads outlasted all of us. Because she is the loudest one out there.
Caleb, why don't they come up into a box? Them two?
I don't think that they are into the boxes. Which I appreciate. I mean, the only reason that I am is because I'm from downstate, so nobody around me knows what's going on. Also, Crossroads literally just opened her eyeballs, so.
Oh, you can't pin comments
Not when I'm in
because
the box.
what is it? MF Greygood. I wanted to pin your comment, and that is what I would love. Who is MF
That's
Greygood?
Caleb.
Oh, Caleb. Okay, I wanted to pin your comment, Caleb. That is a good comment.
You
Yes,
can't
I
pin
do.
comments when people are in the box.
Listen, we drove a lot. We drove a long ways to get there, to get this protest going, and I don't want it to lose its focus. Some people were trying to make it a cash grab and a circus.
Some people are trying to get aggressive with it. That's not what we want.
You local people, I have faith in you. Do not. You guys be Becca's voice. You guys stick together as an army, and you make sure if you catch people doing that, shut it down. Shut it down immediately. Tell them to take their camera and their live and go home. That's not what they're there for. Now, if they want to go live to get
Yes,
the word out,
Crossroads.
if they want to go live to get the word out, that's amazing. Yes, absolutely. Sometimes social media is better than the news station. But if you are on live just to collect monetary donations, go home. Girl, bye.
Yep. I know that I had a post out on the Protest Rebecca page. Everyone knows where that's at. That has my Cash App, but that's because I was asked at least 30 times the first night if someone could put one out. And I figured being I made the page, me and my mom got the thing going, we could be responsible for that because then everyone knows where it's going. I didn't want to do that. I was asked multiple times and urged to do that. And that's why when I made the post, I put in a disclaimer. You will get receipts, but I cannot be responsible for what you send to other people. And I will be honest, I received 3 the first night, and that went towards gas and the chili that everybody ate. And I have receipts if anybody needs it. But that's it. That's the only thing I received, and I can screenshot my Cash App.
Actually, you don't have to do it right now. You don't have to do it at all, to be honest. But could you please do a screenshot of any money that you made? Not that you made, that they donated to you. I know what you did with your money. I'm your mother. I know what you did.
Yeah.
But that don't matter. Just because I'm your mother, everybody else on the internet isn't. And I think you should honestly, because I'm calling people out, I think I'm calling you out too. Okay, to be honest, you need to take a screenshot of that and make a post of your Cash App and how much money that was donated to you. But before
Yep.
you do that, is there a way for you? I don't know how this all works. I don't do all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Is there a way for you to message the people that donated and make sure that they don't mind if their information's out there?
No, but I can
Out their name.
cross it out. Yes, Caleb, I agree. Yes, the only reason that the money that I got sent was used is because we're driving 5 hours round trip every day. So I did put $20, $30 in gas. And then we were feeding everybody, and that's what they wanted. They put food, drinks, snacks. So the rest of it went towards chili. And everyone saw that was a giant
I would like
pot of
to go
chili.
on the record. Could somebody please screen record me right now? I'm asking to be screen recorded because I am that person and I will stand on what I say. There was 5 or 6 pizzas in a certain person's vehicle that was donated to the protest. They stayed in that said person's vehicle. I did open up the door before I left of that said vehicle, and I grabbed those 5 or 6 pizzas and I gave them to somebody that has boots on the ground that will be bringing the pizzas today, whether it's to the protest or to the search party. I made sure that them got into the proper hand, because if they are donated for the cause, they should stay with the cause. I am the one that did that. I'm not going to say who I gave them to.
You're cutting out, Mouthy.
People out like that. Say I'm the one that took those pizzas and made sure that they will be there today. And we'll just.
And let me just say that that's a great thing that you did, because that same person that brought those pizzas is the same person that took 2 cases of water the night before. And while I was there the entire time yesterday, those waters never appeared. There was like 5 waters that sat on the table, and that was it.
Yep.
Correct the mento. And you seen the chili? Did you try the chili? Did anybody try the chili?
The
I'm just
chili was
wondering.
good. The chili was good.
Really
Did
was.
you have it? Girls, don't be going on here lying, trying to get on my sweet side. Did you guys actually try it?
Yeah, I really tried. I tried it before we left the house.
Okay, great.
Devil's
Did you
Baby
try
said
it?
it was so good.
Okay, so if it was good, I definitely made it. But if it was not that good, Merch made
I
it. Miss
watched
Merch
her
made
stand in her
it.
kitchen. Jeep Nana said, I heard that the chili was fantastic. That's what I heard.
I would also like to say, I try to recognize everybody.
Crossroads said your chili
Caleb.
was nasty.
That's because Miss Merch made it. Caleb. Uh, me and Lungs picked up all the garbage. I directly went to Caleb, because I know he's a local, and asked him if he could please take that bag of garbage, because I did not want to carry all that garbage home 2.5 hours away. And without hesitation, he said, absolutely. And I know Caleb just got a new vehicle, but without hesitation, he said, yeah, I'll put it in my car. So, round of
Which
applause
is
for him,
another
too.
thing, because when we had left the first night, all garbage was picked up. When we came back yesterday afternoon at 3 o'clock, there was blowhorns on the ground. There was garbage on the ground. Everything. So when you're out there, we are not out there to make a huge mess. So make sure you're picking up after yourself.
Florida
Blowhorns on the
Gator, you
ground.
are
They are
right.
called air horns.
You did see that there was a pizza donated to the elderly lady last night. You are correct. That was 1 pizza and 1 thing of breadsticks. There were still 5 other pizzas and 2 other bags of breadsticks that were sitting
Yep.
in somebody's vehicle.
You know what? I'll take the blame for that. I'm glad you called me out on it. Yes, there was a pizza delivered to the grandma. We'll call her grandma. I don't like calling her old lady or elderly, but grandma was donated a pizza. And that is because if we can stand out in front of her yard and scream and chant and honk horns and stuff, the grandma don't have a whole lot of money. Okay, I talked to her son. I went in personally to grandma's house and I met her. Yes, I'm feeding grandma. If
Yes,
it was your
Caleb.
grandma, the man on the moon's grandma. I'm going to feed any grandma. I'll be honest. I'm going to feed any grandma. But let's just say that pizza was donated to her after everybody ate, just before we left, and just before I took the other 5 or 6 pizzas out of the vehicle. So that was just an extra pizza. That's not counting the 5 or 6 that was still in the vehicle.
Yep.
Yes, I did give Russ a whole pizza to give to grandma, and I hope that lady is eating like she's never ate before.
You're fine, Florida Gator. I just wanted to clarify that yes, she did receive a pizza last night.
As for time and location for protester search today, we are not doing a search. We were asked by the police not to have a search. I know that
Please
court.
stop. Please, I have to stop you. Please do not say that. I do know that some people are searching on their
Yes,
own free will, and that is fine if that's what they want to do. I am
I'm
not
speaking
going to
for
confirm
us.
or deny. I am not going to confirm or deny any search. If there is a search and you heard about it, then there probably is, and that's great. Do what you guys have to do. I personally have not heard any police department, state police, sheriff, whatever, ever tell anybody not to search. If that's what they said, then that's what they said. But I have not heard it. If there's a search party, go search if that's what you want to do. Please, Shy or Miss Merch, please don't address that if we're not there. I don't want to address that at all.
But that's what I was saying, is that me and you will not be participating in a search. That's
No,
what I was getting ready to say.
absolutely not. No, yes, we will not be there. If somebody else is,
Yes, Crossroads will be there again at 4 p.m. today to do the protest. My mom and I, me and Mouthy, will not be down there today because we did just drive 5 hours each way, 5 hours round trip for 2 days in a row. And I do have a little baby, so I won't be out there again today. But Crossroads, we're putting it in Crossroads' hands. So she will be out there. I know Caleb will be out there. They will do great. Caleb's willing to give people a ride. So if you need a ride and you're local, give Gray God a DM and let him know where you're at. And he's awesome. He's really nice. He's great.
that is community coming together. So my suggestion, only my suggestion, Caleb did not say this. He did not ask of this. He has not messaged me. I have never had a private message with Caleb. Just, I want to clarify this because I know how people can tailspin stuff. I am personally saying, if I lived in the area and I did not have a way out there and I had somebody offer me a ride, hey, I will pick you up. If I got an extra $5-10, I'm going to offer it to that person because it was kind of them to pick me up and I don't have a vehicle. But if I got $5 or $10, I'm going to make sure I give it to them. That's how a community all comes together. If somebody offers you something and you have something to give in return, congratulations. That's how we are going to get back home. Everybody working together.
Yes. Crossroads also said that she's willing to give a ride. Devil's Baby said they're bringing more people today. So yes, definitely get in touch with Caleb and Crossroads because they are the two to follow and be in touch with. They're
So I'm
very nice and
name
everything.
drop this, and I'm going to go ahead and I don't care about being a bad guy. Read my name. Obviously, I don't care. So, me and Miss Merch did start this whole protest. We got a lot of hate for the protest. They thought it was stupid, a waste of time. I have nothing but time to waste. Okay, so yeah, we went ahead and did it. So we are the ones that got this started. Congratulations to us, blah, blah. Give me a pat on my back, whatever. Okay, so that's not the point. The point is, I know people were upset last night because somebody else was taking all the credit for it. Well, I don't need credit, but credit is where, you know, okay, so me, as one that got it off the ground and started, I would really like to say, if I cannot be there, which I cannot be there every day, we all have to continue on with our lives too. Don't mean I won't be behind the scenes, but these are the people that I trust. These are the only people that I trust. Is Caleb, Lungs, Caleb, Lungs, Put your hand up in the room when I say your name, please. Caleb, Lungs, Denise, which is Jeep Girl. That's another nickname I gave. Chachi, Chachi's friends, which I didn't get all of their names.
Jeep
Go ahead.
Denise's
I missed you.
actual is Jeep Girl Denise. I do believe she said that she will be trying to come back out again today. And if she does, she will be going live. But she said
Talk to
she
her.
wasn't sure.
I'd like to butt in. I'm sorry. I have talked to Jeep Girl today, and I don't know right now as it looks. She would really, really love to be there. You guys all know her. You know she brought the tarp. That's the lady that brought the tarp, not the canopy, but the tarp. She would love to be there, but her son's the one that tried to fix the canopy. So just so you guys know who I'm talking about. She would love to be there, but her son had to borrow her vehicles, so she don't know if she's going to be able to make it out.
Beautiful disaster. Hello. It was nice meeting you last night. Me and Mouthy and Bree will not be out there today just because it's such a long drive and we've made it the last 2 days and everything. But Crossroads and Caleb will be out there. I know Devil's Baby said that she would be out there. There's a lot of people that are going to be out there still. So a lot of people that you've probably already met. You need anything, get with Crossroads. Thank you guys for coming out and sitting with us in the cold. And honestly, if it wasn't for you guys coming out with us, it would just be two chicks from downstate standing outside a house like a weirdo. So you guys helped give this the power that it has.
More meaning, more voice. Yes, more meaning, more voice by you all showing up.
Yes, yes.
I do want to add another quick
Not only that, but you
PSA.
guys
Whatever
knew
you call
Becca.
it. Okay, so last night when I met Grandma and Russ, um, I found out some information and it broke my heart. Grandma does need a fence. We do have somebody that volunteered to make the fence. That's what he does. But he is not financially able right now to buy the material to get the fence up. So I do want to crowdsource for the privacy fence because Courtney and Rich do nothing but harass Grandma. I could tell you the story, but I just want to say if anybody wants to help out with the privacy fence, I have Lisa's direct number. I will get her CA, and Lisa is the daughter-in-law to Grandma. I will give her CA so them funds go directly to her, nobody else. So if you hear anybody say they are raising money for the fence or donate for the fence, please do not do that. Only donate to her directly.
And if I'm not mistaken, it was either last night or this morning. I believe you said it was this morning. Lisa herself actually got into a box and said, was it last night? Got into a box and said that she will only deal with Mouthy. So my Mouthy has her phone number and everything. So if you guys need to get a hold of her, let us know.
Okay, Caleb, I don't know if I'm following you. I trust you. I know who you are. I will message Lisa today and I will ask if I can give you her phone number. I'm sure she will. Please do not give her phone number out if I do give it to you. Because if you have sources that might be able to help her, you need to be in contact with Lisa directly. That would be amazing. But again, I do not know if they have that. I will definitely call her and ask. Actually, you guys hold tight 1 second. Let me see if I can reach out to her. It's only 10 to 10. Let me reach out and see. Oh, she had to work today?
Yeah, she said she had to go to sleep last night because she had to be up at some point to go to work.
Okay. Please, no monetary donations right now. I do not want that to happen until I have Lisa in a box herself. She
So
will
she
come
can
up into a
verify.
box. You guys will hear her talk. You guys can add her, and she can give you her information herself. I just do not like any kind of a monetary donation unless it's directly to that person. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be mean. I just want to make sure everything is going to the person that deserves it or needs
No,
it.
that's a valid point.
So let's address this, and I did get permission from Russ to go ahead and address this. So the camper that's burnt in Grandma's yard. What happened with that is the young boy that lives next door, we all know who he is. We're not going to put ages or nothing. Him and his friend broke a window out in it. They tried to be adults and talk to Courtney and Brad about fixing the window. Of course, we all know how that went, right? It went sideways. So he had no other choice but to call the Popo. He called the Popo. Popo went out there and talked. Well, that wasn't good enough for Courtney and Brad. So guess what happened? 2 days later, the camper is up in flames. Mind you, that camper has not been hooked to electricity or propane in over 2 years. So there was no reason for it to go boom, right? So they said it was from the electrical pole that is about 10 feet away from the camper that caught the camper on fire. But he said, look at that. Look at that pole right there. It's been here for years. It has not been changed. So that's not true. They will blare music. They will be obscene to grandma. They're trying to drive
And
grandma out of her own
real quick,
lived in for years and years and years. So the reason that Courtney and Brad are in that house, and Lisa can verify this, it's her mother-in-law. The reason they're in that house is because Courtney's mom has passed away. Well, there was a will made when Courtney's mom was alive, and there was a little bit of wording that was wrong in the will. There was two people that actually was willed the property on accident. The first person, they gave the attorney $2,000, and that lady accepted it and signed off. Courtney refuses. Courtney refuses. There's absolutely Courtney is not even there's not even anybody supposed to be in that house. It's in court proceedings right now. There's not even supposed to be anybody in there. So they feel like Courtney stole that land, and I absolutely feel that they have the right to feel that way.
Can we also verify that Lisa told us last night there is absolutely nothing about no $18,000 in that will? There was no inheritance for them to
Yes,
collect.
that was a lie. They have no. I'm glad you brought that up because here's another thing. Courtney is still saying there was $2,000. There was $2,000. Well, last night she said she gave that to Becca. But if you go back, and I'm sure somebody screen recorded a few days ago, somebody said, will you give that $2,000 towards the reward? And she said, no, I'm saving it for when Becca comes home because she's going to need it. Does anybody in here remember that conversation?
yep. Yep. And also, real quick, I want to backtrack about the camper. Russ did put a disclaimer. He cannot prove what happened or who did what to the camper. He said, but when you put two and two together, but he has, they don't have cameras or anything for like solid proof, but that is his theory.
March, could you please bring Northern Michigan native up here? I believe I want to make that's why I want you to bring him up. I think he is the one that's willing to do the work on the fence.
No, that's Northern Nicholas.
Oh, okay. It was the Northern
Yep,
that got me.
Yep. Feisty, there's been so many stories where she said Becca has the money, Becca doesn't have the money. So many different stories. So we don't know what's true. Honeybee, last night she was talking about the reward. And another person, I'm not going to bring them in because I know that they have been pretty drained by this whole thing. But yes, there has been lots of money talk.
Yes, Grandma does need a camera too. She actually, I don't know about that Blink camera. You can probably get it on TikTok
It's like
Shop,
an
but
off-brand ring.
but she needs a camera that her son, sorry, she needs a camera that her son could actually access from his own home.
Yes.
That way he can help keep an eye on Grandma too. And I will also tell you, yes, you guys probably thought I was on Courtney's property last night, which I wasn't. Because if you watched a live, you know where the keep out sign is. It looks like it's on Courtney's property, and then there's like a makeshift fence right there. It looks like a snow fence or something. I don't know, like a rabbit fence maybe. How fitting. Um, okay, so where the keep out sign is, all the way over to Grandma's and all the way back, that's Grandma's property. Grandma's property actually runs right along Courtney's porch. Okay. And that's where we need to get that fence right along that property line. So when Courtney opens up her door, all she sees is a privacy fence. And that way Grandma don't have to look at them. But yes, that's why I was over there. That was not Courtney's property.
Mousy, are you asking if cameras and fencing is in progress, or are you saying that they are?
They would be, okay, but they don't have the funds right now.
Well, that's what I'm asking, is if she's asking that, or if she's telling us that someone has it in progress.
No, we need to raise money for the fence, for Grandma. And we already have somebody that will install it. Lots, but it's the material for the fence right now.
Gemini, my mother and I, me and Melty, will not be out there ourselves, but there are many people that'll be out there doing their own search or protesting, so you can get a hold of them if you're interested in the protest. Crossroads and Great God are the great people to do it.
And you can always use Miss Merch to link up with them too.
Yeah.
If you're Miss Merch and you forget who to follow, put your hand up in the room. Caleb, Denise, Chachi, Crossroads. If you guys are in here, put your hand up in the room so people can follow you. Yeah, I know you guys are boots on the ground. I know you guys are very active in it. Put your hand up and please let people follow you.
Diana, they said that they've tried getting them out. They said that they've tried getting them out, but the police have honestly just thrown their hands up and are tired of coming out. So they've, unfortunately, squatters' rights and the police not wanting to, deal with it too much.
So here's another thing. We all heard the whole recap. She took back her original statements and then said, "Oh, well, she was put on a bus to go to Tennessee." Listen, before my name or my family's name was drugged through the mud, and before me calling my other children out,
I would
I
have
can
said that.
promise you, I'm pulling up my bank accounts. I'm pulling up however I paid for that ticket. I'm pulling that up. I'm going to post it and say, "Thank you for your concern, but my daughter is safe and she's on a bus. Here's the receipt." I'm not going to let this all happen and call my own child, my other child out, and let my name and my entire family's name be drugged through the mud through the whole community. I'm going to say that. I'm going to show proof of where my missing daughter is. You know what I'm saying? It's very easy. Somebody paid for it. But here's the thing. She's not on a bus. And I can tell you 100% she's not on a bus because her ID has already been, and Rich said it out of his own mouth, it's at Rich's house. You cannot get on a bus, a plane, a train, anything without an ID, and it has to be a valid ID.
Not only that, but if she put her on
When they're gonna go and spare their lives, they should probably check into it. What was that? I'm sorry.
I said not only that, but if they put her on a bus, why wouldn't that have been their story from the beginning rather than saying she left in an unknown car?
Well, the story last night, because I watched it, I have it recorded, so that way I could review it if we wanted to talk about it. The story was that they found out about this on Saturday. Well, today's Tuesday, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days. If you found out on Saturday, why didn't you hop out of your house like you did today or yesterday. Hop out of your house and say, hey guys, Kimmy just told me that she put Becca on a bus. Why wouldn't you say that when you first found out?
Well, if they didn't have fried all of their brain cells, they would have looked into this first of all before going on here, and everybody catches them. Everybody catches them in their horrible, untruthful events that supposedly happen. If they didn't fry all their brain cells, they would be able to think this out. And if it was true, they would have told the police at least, very least, hey, this is what happened, and just squashed it right then and there.
Sorry guys, I'm being a mom real quick.
You're right. She did say check the trails. So if she's on a
Yes,
bus, why is she taking them out today to go look at the trails?
because that's why we're on this rabbit hole. If she was truthful, we would not be going down rabbit holes at all. We already know she's not truthful. So the heat and the pressure is on her. Congratulations, all the protesters out there. You guys got her running down that rabbit hole now. She is the scared bunny that we're all chasing. She's getting tripped up on her lies. And they always say, if you tell the truth, you never have to tell a lie. And I believe in that. So you guys did the right thing. You protested. You put the heat on her. You put the heat on her that the cops weren't able to do. Did they try? Probably. But you can't tell me one or two cops come into your house is not that much pressure. But when you have 25, 30 people out there chanting and chanting, you can't think. You can't even go to the bathroom in peace and quiet. You guys are the ones that put the pressure on her. And that's why she's trying to come up with new untruthful events. You guys are the power. You guys are Becca's voice. And do not let anybody take that from you. You guys are doing amazing. You guys are out there doing what needs to be done for the right reason. And I cannot thank you guys enough.
Crystal, there will be another protest at 4 p.m. today. Crossroads and Caleb will be out there with a bunch of other people. So you are welcome to join them. As for the polygraph, the only thing that we know is that Brad failed his, and this is from Courtney's own mouth. Brad failed his polygraph test, and Courtney refused to take hers. And we know nothing about Kimmy.
We don't know either that Courtney actually refused to take hers. She could have failed. She could have not taken it.
Well,
We
that's why I
don't
said
know.
this is what Courtney said, which again, we have to take everything for a
With
grain of salt with her.
Yes.
But out of Courtney's mouth, so it's not hearsay, Courtney said that she refused to take hers, and when they got in the car or the truck, Brad told her that he failed his. Yes, if they pass, that would be the last thing that they shut up about.
Exactly. They wouldn't be trying to pull something else
Yes.
out of their rear ends. They'd be chanting that they passed.
Yes.
They'd be showing it any way
And
that
I
they
will
could.
also add this. Everybody was asking why they were not arrested, especially Brad when he failed his lie detector. So in Michigan, I don't know about other states, but I do know for facts in Michigan, polygraphs are not admissible in court. Polygraphs are just to point the cops in the right direction. Is this person telling the truth, or is this person lying to us? Now, cops will try to pressure you or trick you into taking the polygraph test. If you fall for that trap, well, you're an idiot. You probably shouldn't have done a crime that they're questioning you about anyhow. But I think what happened, and this is only what I think Courtney was taken to a certain place to do hers, and I think Brad was taken to a certain place to do his. That's normal. They're going to separate the two fools. So what happened is when they got in to do Courtney's, they said, okay, Brad failed his. What do you have to tell us? We know he failed. He's lying. This is your time to be honest, blah, 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 blah. And Courtney got scared. Oh, Brad failed his. I'm definitely going to fail mine, and said, I refuse to take it. So they got a refusal on her. They got a failed on him. That's how that played out. Then when them two got put back together, Courtney probably said, why did you fail your lie detector test? I passed mine, because she ain't going to be honest with Brad either and say, oh, I didn't take it. So I think that's how that played out. I think that's how that played out. That is my opinion only. That is not truth. That's not factual. That's me thinking I know it all. There we go.
I do know that the police will do that where they say, oh, Brad failed his. What are you going to be? They do that in a way to try and get you to say something.
That way they don't have to actually give you the lie detector test. You are the lie detector test.
Exactly.
But, hang on, there was a question. Ashley, Mouthy, myself, and Bree will not be out there today because we come from 2.5 to 4 hours away. So we will not be out there today, but there are people that will be out there. Crossroads and Caleb, which is Grey God, they will be out there today with a bunch of other people. We live downstate, Missy.
Listen, I also want to say this. Just because we're not going to be there, that's even more reason for you guys to be out there.
Yes.
We're not going to be there. So if you guys go there and stand next to him, that's even a better reason. That's more voices for Becca. And I said I don't go back on what I say and I stand on my ground. And I do have to apologize to Caleb because I don't know if Caleb ever heard this, but I was effing the crap out of Caleb when I first seen Caleb entered as a new character. And I played off his emotions, I think, a little bit, because when everybody was talking to Paige, he was trying to protect Paige. And now that I met Caleb, I know that's just in his demeanor. Caleb is a protector. I don't care who it is, he's a protector. He don't even know us, and you could feel safe around Caleb. So
You cut out, Mouthy.
and Caleb, I apologize. I said, of course he's going to protect her because he's single, and that's his next piece up. And Caleb, I am so sorry. I was wrong on that. I was the farthest from the truth. You just had my blood boiling because I didn't know you, and that made me a complete idiot. So I apologize, Caleb. If you've seen it or if you didn't see it, I did say it, and I take it back 100%, and I'm sorry I even spoke on that.
That also goes to show that that's how things on the internet get spun. Nobody knew Caleb. Nobody knew how Caleb was. We're just strangers from hours away who didn't know nothing. So for everyone watching, that's how things get spun.
Yes, and I fell for that trap, and I will not let that happen again. I can put it out there. I said that about Caleb. I met Caleb, and boy, did I feel like a total a-hole for misspeaking, because I can tell you right now, I have 2 daughters. My 3 kids are my life. I will do anything for my kids. And if either of my daughters or my niece, for that fact, said, hey, I'm going to go to the protest and Caleb's there, I would say, okay, and I would feel 100% safe knowing that Caleb was there with my niece or my daughters.
Crossroads, we're talking about how things can get misconstrued. I guess when Caleb first became a player and somebody was questioning Paige, he was protecting her. It got construed as he was just protecting her.
He wasn't really, wait, I might have said that wrong too. Okay. He wasn't really protecting her. He was questioning everybody's ill will towards her. So kind of like a protector, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't defending her. He was questioning why everybody was going at her.
Yeah, I was texting. So we were just, Mouthy was correcting herself and letting everybody know that what she thought in the beginning is not at all the case now that she's met him. Caleb, someone said he's a big teddy bear. That's the vibes I get. I get no bad vibes from Caleb. Caleb seems like a very nice guy. 100%.
Well, I would say, yeah, big teddy bear, unless provoked, because when you provoke him.
I will say, Caleb, I hope you're okay. I'm not going to say names or get too detailed, but it did seem like someone did upset you last night. And I did ask Crossroads to check on you because you seemed upset. So,
Caleb, you do not have to justify. We do not have to ask anybody. I am putting it out there. You are 100% a perfect example of what a man is. Was I wrong before I met you? Did I take the internet and run with it? Yes, I did. Shame on me. That makes me a horrible person. Absolutely. But I hope you do accept my apology. And I think you are a perfect example of what a man is. And I think your mom should be very, very proud to have a son like you. She did a great job.
yeah, I really think that's a true testament to how the internet is. Again, we didn't know this man from Adam before we met him, and people were already passing judgment on him because of him saying one or two little things. So that goes to show you can't always, go based off of the internet and what other people are
I do
saying.
ask this because it looks like there's going to be a lot of new protesters out there today. And I am so proud of that.
Please
So,
follow the
Caleb,
guidelines.
Chachi, Crossroads, Denise, anybody that's out there that's been out there,
Okay, Crossroads.
either all wear something that is color coordinated so people can find you. Because I have noticed that the new protesters come out, they're kind of a little standoffish, maybe a little uncomfortable because there's a group out there and they don't know who's in that group. Maybe give everybody that you haven't seen there before a nice welcome and introduce yourself and say, thank you for coming, just so everybody feels a part of the group. It takes all of those voices to make it. So just please make sure if you haven't seen a face out there yet and you see a new face, introduce yourself. That would be amazing.
Listen,
Those of you that are
Caleb.
just coming in, there will be a protest today. The three of us will not be live. It's a 4-hour drive for me and 2.5 hours for the other two. So we will not be able to participate today. But what we are saying is there are going to be people out there today at 4 o'clock. There are reliable sources if you need transportation or things like that. They are offering to give you guys rides.
Yes, yes. And when you go out there,
Caleb, do
you
you
can't miss
have your
Caleb.
windows? Caleb, do you have your windows marked? I know Crossroads brought a window marker. Do you have your windows marked, Caleb, just so somebody could find you? Maybe you guys could even put your TikTok name on your window so it'd be easier for people to spot you too.
Oh yeah, that would be a good idea. I do have a question. I know Crossroads had to step away for a second, but Caleb, are you guys able, if I send you the flyer yourself, are you able to print out the guidelines so that way it's easier for you guys to keep people within
Listen,
the guidelines?
hey, Merch.
Yeah.
I think being we can't be there today, we could still help out. Let's call some of their local businesses. I heard somebody say they don't have a Staples, but let's try to call some even libraries and see if we can get some flyers made for free.
Yeah. Well, I know Crossroads, she printed out a ton, and then she even went and highlighted them. So she did a great job
Okay,
with all those.
have a great rest of your day. And Caleb, if you or um oh, Lungs, I can't remember. I just said her
Sounds
name,
good.
but Lungs, if you guys want to go live while you're out there, I know you guys don't want donations and all that stuff. I'm sure Miss Merch will either mod for you if you have enough to go live. If not, I'm sure she will do it for you. But Miss Merch, I would just make sure there was no CAs brought up in your chat or anything like that.
Yeah, no, we'll go ahead and filter those words right out.
Guys, Caleb just said
If
in the
somebody
chat that
wants
he's
to
going to
do
go
a
to the
donation and
library and
you are
print them out.
live, if somebody wants to donate to somebody that is out there that you're live broadcasting, just ask them if you're local, can you take your donation out there to the protest? That's how I would handle that.
Yes. Caleb, great. I will get that to you. I'll DM it to you here in just a minute, so that way you have it. Just to help you guys keep the peace better. Everybody knows what they're getting into. You know, with us not being able to be out there, I know that it's going to be a little more hectic because it's on you and Crossroads to keep the peace.
Hold on. Caleb, please hold off on paying for the can you give me an hour, Caleb? I can't be there today, but I would love to call the libraries. And somebody just said they think there is a Staples close by. Let me see if I can get those businesses to print out flyers for free instead of you using your money that you use for gas.
Yes.
If a business will print out flyers for free, I think that's okay. That's not a cash grab. That's okay. Let them print the flyers. They make a lot of money off us anyhow. But give me 1 hour and I will have an answer whether we can do that or we can't.
Yes.
I don't want you doing that.
I know you were doing such a great job making sure people were keeping their lights down and weren't being too crazy and everything. So we really appreciated that. I knew the minute I had an issue, I was like, hey, could someone tell Caleb to go tell those people to stop?
Hey, does anybody remember who I gave them flyers to last night that Crossroads gave us? I handed them to somebody. I don't know if I handed them back to her.
I'm
You
going to be
handed
honest.
him to me, and then you sat him in the chair that Chachi was sitting in.
I know that they were hanging them up and taping them around the trees and everything, so that way Courtney and Brad couldn't look out their door without seeing
And we
Becca's
even,
face.
when we hung them on the trees and stuff, we duct taped it all the way around the paper so that it couldn't just be ripped down.
Yeah.
So it's
Yes.
all the way
Please
around the tree.
please only use tape to hang the flyers, even on state land, because the minute you put a staple, a tack, or nail, or tacks you could. If you went and got them tacks that like glow with the light or reflect with the light that deer hunters use, you can use that.
Yeah, but they're
But
not
you got
very strong.
but you have to take them ones back out. You can't permanently affix anything to the trees.
Kayla, as far as I know, they're meeting outside the house, but that's all I know.
Okay, they need battery
Meeting
packs.
outside the house at 10:30.
They need battery packs. Let me see. I will work on that. I might not be there in person, but let me make phone calls. Let me see what we can do, okay?
All right.
You'll hold down the fort right here while you do
Yep,
that.
we got you. But just to reiterate, there is going to be a protest today.
What is the closest
Cadillac would be the closest
town to them?
town.
I don't want to call that.
I would say Cadillac too.
Okay. All right. You're very welcome. I will be back, you guys. I promise I'm going to work on it right now.
Okay. Just to reiterate, yes, there will be a protest today around 4 p.m. Caleb and Crossroads will be out there. A few other people will be out there. Look for them. You can't miss Caleb. He's a big teddy bear. If you see Caleb, you'll know that that's Caleb. They have their cars marked with "Where's Becca?" Crossroads is loud, so listen for the loudest one out there, and you'll know that's Crossroads. Her nickname is Lungs. But
Okay. Hold on. Because they need these sooner than later.
Yeah, no,
I
go
lied.
ahead.
I'm not going to call about the battery packs. What I will do is, Miss Merch,
Yes.
I know you have Crossroads phone number.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you verify with her if she may or may not have
Well, she's back in here.
Okay, well, ask her if she has the app. And
Do you have that app, Crossroads? The one that we've been talking about? Love, there will be a few people out there. I believe Crossroads might go live. I don't know if Caleb will, but he might go live. Or they might just jump in my box so that way you guys can see that. The app, Crossroads, the app. Oh, hang on one second. We'll just do this. Perfect.
Celeste,
Yes.
can you please send Miss Merch a message of what that small printing company is?
Yes.
Cadillac Printing Company. Will
Yep.
you write that down for me? Because I will call them here in a minute.
And Missy also said that she may be able to order a few battery packs to be picked up at Meijer if needed.
Missy, if you want to do that, that would be awesome. But here's a little heads up. You can DoorDash off from Dollar General. But we love the TikTok shop. We love the TikTok shop. And if you could, everybody support the TikTok shop, that would be great. Anyways, yeah. the big dollar one, they have them pretty cheap, and you can.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if door dashing is a great idea just because of where it's at. I don't even know if they have DoorDash out
But you
there.
love TikTok
Merch.
shop, and that's why you would never DD that, right?
Right,
Okay,
right.
can't see that. I
Merch.
forgot.
Yes.
Celeste said it's Cadillac Printing Company on Mitchell Street.
Okay, let me look that up real quick. Thank you.
And for
Hi,
everybody,
Crossroads. Welcome to the box.
and for
Hey,
everybody, real
guys.
quick, this is Crossroads. She will be out at the protest tonight. So
At
if you
4
guys
p.m.
need to be able to reach anybody, I would give Crossroads a follow
Move your
so that
fat
you guys
leg.
can make
Dude, it's a
connection.
big leg.
Do you have your card on you?
Yes, it's in my pocket.
So, are you talking about the app that I sent stuff to
Yes.
you last night off from?
No. The one that you were looking for your card for.
Oh, yes, I have that. I just don't know where my card is right now.
Okay.
I'm playing hide and seek with it.
Oh boy.
Add it to your chapter
So I gotta
page.
use my brother's right now.
Okay.
Crossroads,
Okay, Kat, I will take a look at that.
Crossroads, can you add your card to your mobile wallet?
I already have it, but some of our stores around here don't have tap and pay.
Yeah, good point.
Some of our stores are trash.
Yeah, some of our stores don't have it.
I
Like the
forget. I
store I'm
have
going
stores
to
like
right
that
now to
down
pay
here.
bills don't have it.
Right.
You said your brother has the app, right?
Yes, he does. That's why I'm using his card today.
So if
Until I
Miss
found
Merch was
mine.
to send you something so you could pick up a few battery packs, would
Okay.
you be willing? Would you be willing to pick them up?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. She's gonna get with you after the live on that.
Okay. Sorry. I got distracted.
I crackhead. I get with you, dude.
I'm really bad at driving. I get distracted by squirrels
And cows.
and cows. That's why my car says
Bicycle, you're not driving, you're riding a bicycle.
Yeah, you're riding a bicycle. You're walking down the road.
Yes.
yeah.
Bofides.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm feeding it.
Lamborghinis in your shover legs, as my husband says.
That hurt like crazy right now. They're a little broken.
Yeah, you guys were out there for a long time.
I mean, as you guys can hear my voice, I
that you
honestly
guys have
do
put
not
in.
sound like this.
Yeah, she does. Don't let her lie.
Yes.
You're gonna get out and walk.
No, honestly. No, honestly, Crossroads, she's is the loudest one out there. She is hooting and hollering and everything else. She is wonderful to be around. She's very nice. She's a very nice lady. Well, at least she was to me. I didn't make her mad, so she was nice to me. But
I know.
yes, crazy.
Okay,
Yes.
I did see a kid in a
That was,
tiger
that was,
outfit.
that was an adult. He was wearing a tiger outfit.
Okay, anyways, I like everybody keeps asking me, oh, you going out to the search? You going out to the search? No, I am not going out to the search. I will be out there after 3 o'clock, after I drop my husband off to work, to do more protesting. I will not associate with the search, especially if certain people are in this search, because I do not want to catch a charge that I do not want.
Pig leg.
Crossroads, do you see Missy's message down in the
Hold on 1 second, please. Okay, Miss Birch, you have a message that you have to check. Someone asked.
I already checked it. I will be sending you a message here shortly.
Missy Bird.
Okay, I'm trying not to look at the comments right now because, you know.
It's hard to
That's
watch.
okay. I will.
Could you
Yeah,
please
it's hard to
send
walk and talk.
Crossroad a private message, and then when she's done going where she's going, she can check her message and send you back her information. I do trust her 100%, and I guarantee you she'll show you a receipt that she got what you sent it for.
Perfect.
Yes. I agree. But yeah, somebody should be going live.
In the chat for Missy. Sorry, just had to say that. I want everybody that's on this and helping out like that to be recognized.
When Oh, go ahead.
go live as much as I can. My service is spotty out there, but I promise you I am not doing it for the wrong reasons. As you guys heard me last night, I'm not doing the whole, oh, click and, I'll give you a
We're
shout
not.
out,
Yeah.
follow me, blah, blah, blah. Hey, this is where we're at. We're at the corner of this and this. If you are local, come support us. Come protest with us. Come be here where, we are her voice. We are her army. We,
And we do the stanky leg while we're out there.
yeah, shut up.
Is not the
No,
motive
listen,
of
I'm
this
not,
whole
dude,
thing.
I don't have as many followers or as many as everybody does because I really honestly do not mess with TikTok that often. I only started going back on. I haven't been on it for almost a year until this happened. And that's when I started getting back on it and listening to everything. And and then when you stated that you guys were going to do this, I was like, hell yeah, let's do this. Cause, I work so many hours. I don't get time to do anything.
Literally, yesterday, Crossroads, we were talking to her. She clocked out of work and then went to the protest and was there until 10 p.m. last night. So she
Say something. Be truthful. She actually knocked out of work early.
yes.
Yeah, I was able to leave early because of these ladies know. And I was out. I went and picked up my people, and we headed out.
Yes.
And they're like, "Oh, where you at?" I'm like, "I'll be there in like 10 minutes," and I think it was like 5.
Yeah. And then as soon as Caleb was able to, he hopped out.
Ladies, let's not say who did the stuff that was talked about, because then that would just make us just as salty and tasteless as them. If you were there, you know. If you know,
No,
you
I'm
know.
just saying there are people out there who are working full work days and then also being out there for 8 hours straight. So they're basically working a double shift.
Hey, I'm used to that.
So, I mean, lots of people are putting in their time.
The point of it all is there's people like us that were out there for the right reasons. We were out there to get the justice. We were out there to find out where Rebecca and the baby are. But there
And
are other people out there for the wrong reasons trying to get the clicks and the views. Just
exactly.
be cautious of who you are watching. Be cautious of who you are
And look
donating
at that.
to.
Like when we were on the phone last night, and next minute, I was messaging you, "Hey, they are back." You guys weren't even gone that long, and they
No,
were
we were,
back up.
yeah.
And I'm like, and then a few minutes later, they were out there running their mouths to us. And I'm like, hey, they're outside finally, and then you're hearing it between via live and then being on the phone with me.
Yep.
No.
So let's just put it out there without saying names. Crossroads. Can you even count on both hands how many times me or Miss Merch was pulled off a side for people complaining about a certain person? Can you count how many
I can
times?
tell you, I did it a couple times.
But
I
not
know
just
I
you.
did it
How
at
many
least
people
once.
wanted to pull us off to the side to have a talk with us?
Quite a few.
Yeah. So that
And
tells
like
you
I
right
said,
there.
I was a couple of them.
If there's 25, 30 people out there and you got most of them 25, 30 people pulling the people that created this off to the side to talk to them, there tells you there's one problem there.
Exactly. Oh, I might have to redo my Where's Rebecca K and Baby Rich because the rain has took it off my windows.
Yep, and you got to update the days. It's now been 21 days. We've now
21
been missing
days,
21
7
days.
days
And
past
7
labor
days
term.
past her due date, yes.
Don't run me over, little old lady.
And yeah, Caleb, I don't think I've ever seen Caleb on his phone when we're out there. Caleb
Dude,
is watching, looking.
And Caleb, we
don't
know
get me
you had
wrong.
to get your new vehicle registered. We do know that.
Yes.
People told us that. And you were out there. You're out there all the time. Nobody's
Yeah.
questioning you. You're doing what is right. You're doing.
Yes.
And yes, I did have my phone out for a little bit. I was trying to get people to come back out, to do this.
Right.
And then I put my phone right back in my pocket. And the only time I was on it was either to use my flashlight or talk to my husband that was at work during this.
Yep.
Hey, Merch and Mouthy, did you guys see my message I just sent you?
Yeah, I
did. Sorry. But I'm gonna get off the video part. I am in Walmart, and I don't want anybody oh man, the carts are all the way in China.
Hey, Crossroads, could you just mute yourself so that way people that want to reach out to you can click on you and follow you?
Oh yeah, I'll just put myself on mute. That works fine. And these carts had to be all the way to the frickin' back. I had to walk a mile. But yeah, I'll put myself on mute and I'll still be here.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're going to leave Crossroads up in the box. She's going to be muted. So that way anybody who wants to follow her for tonight or want to meet up with her tonight can get a hold of her. So if you give Crossroads a follow, she'll get in contact with you. She said that she will be going live at some point tonight. Yeah, she'll have to come off private or accept your request.
I'm sure she'll accept you.
Yeah. She knows what you guys are following her for.
I will accept you. I do have my account private for reasons.
Yep.
I don't want certain people to find me.
Yes. And I might even just open up my live and put her in a big box so that way everyone can see, and mod for her so that way she doesn't have to worry about doing that, while she's out there doing what needs to be done. No, the newspaper news never came out. That never happened.
If you do that, Miss Birch, you need to reiterate that there will be no monetary donations given during your live.
No. There will not be. If you are local and want to make a donation in person of food or snacks or drinks, hot chocolate, coffee, that's wonderful. But please do not ask for CAs because we are not doing that. There are too many CAs floating around and we do not want to be responsible. Heads up, if you ride with me, I listen to music.
If you want a shout out on TikTok, we'll give you a shout out. As soon as we see you out there on the protest, being a voice for Becca, we will be more than happy to give you a shout out for free. It's just your voice. It's all it costs.
We don't need your donations to shout you out. If you're doing your part of being out there and actively being a voice, that's all we're asking.
Yes, the people that were out there last night were awesome.
Sorry, before I forget. Go to your Book of Faces, the Becca protest, and please, if Caleb's okay with it, put it on there if somebody needs a ride. He's willing.
If Caleb can give me a yay or a nay, I will make that post.
Yay.
He said yay. Okay, perfect. Let me post that. I'm going to post that real quick. Sorry, it's getting quiet. But yes, the people that were out there last night, there was Beautiful Disaster, there was Caleb, there was Crossroads, there was Chachi, there was Northern Nicholas, Denise, so many people that were out there and were just doing amazing. We're worried for Becca about the snow coming, 867. It's going to be cold. The snow is going to get heavy. Yes, we are worried for her about the snow.
And here, I would like to say this too. If anybody wants to know who is running this protest, there's one person running this protest. Her name is Becca Parks. She's 22-year-old female, pregnant. She's missing under very, very unusual circumstances. That is who is running the protest. It's Becca Parks. And we are just there to be her voice.
We are unsure who is streaming the search because we are not part of the search. We are only part of the protest.
Correct. Yes, we are not going to be going out traipsing through the woods trying to find something when that's not what needs to be. Granted, yes, she needs to be found. That's our main goal. But the people who know where she is are the ones that need the pressure. That's why the protest is happening.
Exactly. And the way we did it last night, we ruffled some feathers of them coming out after them coming back after them being
100%.
in with them being, you know, in the police custody or whatever it was that they were in to do those lie detector tests. They were in that house for a short period of time, and then we must have ruffled some more feathers for them to come out and actually talk to us. And as you all, if y'all heard it, you heard what they said, because I'm not going to repeat it.
Right now, what they're
Yes.
doing is they're trying to bring the pressure off of them. They want the lights to be off of them.
Yes.
But as long as
They
we stay
were
out there
loving.
and we keep being Becca's voice, they will not have the light taken off of them.
Yes.
Celeste, thank you so much, Celeste. I appreciate you. That's amazing that you took the time when I'm slow. I'm slow at waking up. You guys, I'm old. Anybody that's seen me knows I'm climbing the hill.
Okay, let me write that down real quick, Celeste.
Lady, you're so a beautiful, wonderful woman.
But yeah, they were loving the attention for the last few days. They're not loving the attention anymore. They know that the attention is now turning and they don't want that attention.
Do you know how I am 100% sure that the protest is working? Because it went 19 days with the cops not getting anything out of them. It took us protesters 1 day to get them to go do a lie detector test.
Yes. Yes.
I would be out there again today, but it's a 4-hour drive.
Reality, I'm going to be honest, we don't care who gets the credit. We're not here for credit. Other
We
people
are
care about getting the credit because they
Work
want
for Becca.
the likes and
wait,
they want
no,
the
Miss Birch,
followers.
stop. We are not creators. We do not
You cut out.
claim what. The fact is,
We
nobody
didn't hear
runs
any
this
of that,
protest
Mom.
except for Becca. Protest.
Now we can hear you,
Can you
yeah.
hear me now? Okay. The facts are nobody runs the protest. The protest is ran by Becca. We are Becca's voice. Nobody runs the protest unless your name is Becca Parks. Nobody runs it.
Exactly. Nobody runs it. Nobody's responsible for it. It's all people coming together to be a voice for Becca, and that's it. And we're not creators. We don't make anything being on here
Again,
showing
this
you
is how I
guys.
handle. Listen, again, I do not do drama. And I have a feeling that you're a minion. With that being said, you have a great day. You have the day you deserve.
Thank you.
Muted and blocked him.
Have people coming in here trying to create more drama. There's enough drama with a 22-year-old pregnant, missing lady.
There
No.
should be no drama. It should be about one thing and one thing only, bringing Becca and the baby home.
The only update that we have is Brad and Courtney went to go do lie detector tests. Brad did his, and Courtney stated she didn't do hers. And then they came back like what, like 6, 7 hours later.
Sorry, I'm sitting here. I just sat here talking to you guys on mute. But yeah, they came back like 5 or 6 hours later, and they were out talking and said a bunch
Miss
of
March, hold on. More important now. Celeste, I would just ask for as many as they could donate.
yes.
And whatever they can
I
donate
think
would
that's
be
good.
enough.
Yes. But yes, as of right now, the only update we have is no one knows where Becca is. They got lie detector tests. Brad failed his, and Courtney refused to do hers. I have to mute for a second to be a mom. I'll be right back.
It is 100% speculation. Renee, you're right. It's 100% speculation at this point. I am not a detective. There ain't nobody in here that's a detective. Well, unless there is a detective in here. But as of right now, yes, it's speculation. Until Becca is found, it's purely speculation.
The things we know is Courtney was the last person to see Becca alive and well, the last person to have communication with Becca. So yes, absolutely, the lights would be shining on her as hard as they can shine.
Danielle, I'm sorry. Even if I knew who was live streaming a search, I would not put that out there. Only because there's people that live stream for the wrong reasons. If you find it, congratulations. But I personally, and I don't want anybody on the panel to say that.
We are not
Well, we don't
affiliated with
have
any
a
search.
Staples or an Office Max here.
No, we used to have
Yeah, Carla, this is a very small community. They don't have big stores like that.
This is the sad thing, okay? Today is 21 days since Rebecca Parks went missing with her
7 days
unborn
past her due
child.
date.
Yes. And why is there people that live less than, let's just give them grace. Let's say, why does people live less than 20 miles away? And mind you, this has been going on for 21 days. Why are they just now, as of last night or the night before, coming out? If I lived in that community, I would have been there day one.
Exactly.
And there has been many people that has been there since day one, and they don't get on social media and say, "Hey, here I am. You want to shout out on TikTok?" All you have to do
You cut out again.
is shout out. No,
Here's a perfect example. There was a woman that sat out there last night from the time everybody left until this morning and said she was not leaving. And I can guarantee there is not one person on this app or on any other app that would have been able to pull it up and watch her sitting out there.
Are you talking about the lady that the Navy lady?
Yes.
Dude, she was outside with no damn shoes on last night.
Oh my goodness.
That's an example of somebody that is there for the right reasons. They are
Yes.
there doing what they can do, and they're not sitting here live streaming what they are doing. They are there for the one reason and the one reason only. The
And I'm gonna
only
be
She was
reason
honest.
any of
actually out
us
there
came on the app.
videotaping everything, not on social media, on her regular old phone with the video camera up, recording everything when they
Yes.
came out. Not social media at all.
Yes. And that goes to prove that people do care about Becca. People care about Becca more than just for views and clicks and social media and donations. I don't even know that lady's TikTok. I don't even know if that lady has TikTok. But she's out there. Nobody, unless you were out there and you heard from her, nobody knew she was out there. Except for the people that were out there.
Amber, we understand that somebody might be live while they are doing that. We are not affiliated with that, and we are not going to give that the
No.
attention that it does not deserve.
Exactly.
The attention needs to be on bringing Rebecca and the baby home, and that's the only thing it needs to be focused on.
So if they're out there searching, good. Great for them. I hope that something comes of it. But you don't know what you're going to find out there. And that is not something that needs to be live streamed.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's the thing, is you don't know what you're coming up on. You don't know what you're going to walk up into. We have no idea where Becca is. And if you happen to be the one,
it's easy. what? Okay, let's say I'm live streaming. Okay, let's just put our thinkers on for 2 seconds. Let's say that I'm a big time live streamer. I always go live. Okay, cool. And I wanted to go live at a protest. That's to get more people out there and stuff. Great, that's awesome. But what would I have to gain by going live during a search party when you are searching for the obvious and it would be devastating? What would I have to gain by going live for a search?
Well,
I would
not only
tell you,
that,
I would gain the viewers, I would gain the clicks, and I would gain, yeah. No, that's not what this group is about. This
I don't
group
want to
is to stay focused.
I don't want to say that it's going to be this kind of turnout, but who's to say that they're not going to stumble upon something really
exactly.
tragic that nobody would want to see, and they're live streaming it for the whole world to see? I'm sorry, but that is just flat out wrong and disgusting and disturbing.
Not only that, but when you are in a search, when you are searching like that, you are supposed to be focused. Your eyes are supposed to be glued to the ground so you can see.
Yes.
How are you doing that if you're too busy about your chat? How are you
Exactly.
doing that if you're live streaming and paying attention to what your chat's doing so you can give shout outs?
And not only that, but what if you find a piece of evidence and the
And
other
ruin it.
side is watching, and they are watching to know what you're doing? Because if you stumble upon it, they're going to go move whatever else is there.
Exactly.
You don't know that.
That would be like saying, oh, my family member passed away and I'm going to live stream their funeral.
Right.
That's
Don't
weird.
do that.
No, thank you. I would never. No.
Yes, exactly. Like, you don't know what you're gonna find. You don't know what's out there. Not to mention, even if you don't find anything, Michigan woods are dangerous. There's swampy areas. There's logs you can trip over and hit your head. Lots of things.
Golf
I
course.
want
I
to
was
also
going up that
add,
hill to do
Hang on.
things that I will not name, and I was getting poked by sticks in the tushy.
Sally, can I get
I
Hang
also
on, I
want to
wanna-
add, last night somebody wanted to talk to us off camera. And with the camera in his face, we didn't get as much. That's why we moved across the street. But that could be the same circumstances. This family they don't have good sunshine shining down on them. So some people might not even want people to know that they're involved and they're out there searching because their heart's telling them to, but yet here they are going to be broadcasted all over social media and they
Hang
don't
on.
want that. So that's
Golf
another
course-
reason not to do it.
Gulf Coast Sam says Brian Laundrie's parents went on the search that found his body actually pretty quick. They were doubted. Yes, Gulf Coast Sam, you are correct. They may have found his body pretty quickly, but one thing they were not doing was live streaming them searching.
Exactly.
That is what we were saying. It is wrong to live stream a search like that.
Who is to say that they did not know about this before and they just got tired of the pressure being put on them? So they went out there and said, oh, found them. I
Imagine.
don't know the case. I'm not from there. I'm just saying. I don't think it's fair to the other searchers for one or two people to go live for clicks and views and a cash grab and shout outs for monetary value. No. If you have to go live to get the word out there, do it. But if you have to go live and tell people if you want a shout out, you can go ahead and give me something monetary, absolutely not. That should be a red flag to anybody with half a brain cell. And I'm
sorry.
working on a half
I'm
of one.
sorry, but that's just disturbing to me.
Yeah, the search, in my opinion, is a goose chase. That's just my opinion.
Don't say that because I do not want to discourage people that want to
No.
actually
I'm talking about we know who I'm talking about. The ones who suggested it, Courtney and Brad. For them to say, oh, well, let's go search here. They're either going to out themselves and lead right to where Becca is, or
They're going to
they're
lead them
doing
in
the
the wrong
opposite.
direction.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Here's the
That or
thing.
they're going to put something out there.
Let's think outside the box because we're smarter than this, right? So yes, maybe by them sending somebody on a wild goose chase, okay, fine. Let's just fair. Maybe that's what they're doing. But here's the fact: that protest got them out there to even want to step off their property now and go mingle with other people, which opens up the perfect opportunity.
Yes.
They can't run in their house if someone says, hey, did this happen? Or hey, when did this happen? Now they're out there with everybody. They don't have the comfort of their home because we're there.
Yes.
We're there to take that comfort away. They're out in the woods now. They have to answer them questions.
Yes.
And we're not saying that searching for her is wrong. That's not what we're saying by any means. If you want to search for her, more power to you. But what we're saying is you do not have to stream to search for somebody.
No. Especially when other people are sending people into these woods who are not woodsy people.
Right.
You don't send random people who you know nothing about into the woods that they know nothing about. That's just causing more circumstances for more people to go missing. And then the attention is off of Becca and onto these people who were searching for Becca.
So with that being said, in all fairness, we don't know if they're woodsy or if they know what they're doing. So I'm just going to let that rest. If they want to search, please do it. But also, if you're going to search and you're not live, share your location with a family member, with a friend, somebody that's not with you. Just share your location with them. I don't care if you're with 50 people or 2 people. Still share your location just in case something happened, you got hurt or you got lost or anything. You have make sure you have somebody sharing your location with you as a friend.
Yes. And yes, like 867 said, if you are going to go searching and you want to take a video of stuff that you found so that way you can show it to the authorities, by all means do that. That's totally different than unfiltered live access to everything you're seeing in real time.
I'm not going to tell anybody how to search. If you guys are out there searching, I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of each and every searcher. I'm proud of each and every protester. If you're out searching, you are doing more than I did because that takes a lot of work. That's a lot of energy. I appreciate you guys. But just please be safe. That's all I want to add about the whole search party. This is not about a search party. This is just about Becca's voice, the protest. But I do not want to discredit any searcher. If you're out there searching for the right reasons, you're doing it because your heart's telling you to, or just want to be out in the woods with the last people to see Becca, and you want that opportunity for them not to be in their house where they can run and hide, and you want to be out there at the search party where maybe you can get an answer, then that's great too. That's great too, because honestly, if I was to go do a search, that would be why I was out there. I'm not gonna lie. If I went on a search, it's not because I think I'm gonna find her. It's because I think I have the perfect opportunity to ask questions without them running and hiding again. Because if they're offering to search, chances are it's probably not even the right location, to be honest. But it's still a good opportunity for the searchers that are taking their time and their energy to go out there with them people. I mean, that's a great opportunity. When we protest, we get barely any interaction with them.
Okay.
But if they're out there for hours walking woods with them, there's a lot of time to ask questions.
And here's a point I want to make. If somebody did some horrible crime that they're somewhere, this horrible crime they did, what makes you think that they're going to go to a big group of people that are protesting against them and say, here, I'll take you out into the woods where it's at? They're not going to. They're not going to take that big group of people out there and say, here you go, into the middle of woods where nobody's at.
We've had some of her family out there protesting. We had a few of her friends out there protesting. I'm unsure about the search, but we've had them out there protesting with us, yes.
Family has been out there.
And I do want to put this out here once again, who's ever in here, me and Gray God will be out there again with a few other people doing the protest. We are not affiliated with the search. kudos to the ones out there doing the search. But we will be back out there again today at 4 o'clock to do the protest. So if you want to join, come on out. And if you want to know where it is, send me or Gray God a private message, and we will give you the location.
If you need a ride, we'll give you a ride.
Yeah, and if you need a ride, we will give you a ride.
Sorry, y'all. I got quiet for a second. I was doing some mom things. But yes. Crossroads and Caleb, they're amazing. Get with them. Make sure you dress warm. Yes, country, I was. I was out there last night. Me and Mouthy were out there last night. We were cold, but we were there.
Freezing cold.
Yeah, it was very cold. Make sure that if you do go out, you dress warm. Bring hand warmers. Yes, we did meet. I made sure to introduce myself to everyone I could. And,
I don't know who you are.
I think she was the really tall, skinny girl. If I'm correct, I could be wrong.
yeah, I think so. She looked very warm. She looked very warm.
She's the one that my best friend went to go get. That's why they took so long to come back with her and Araya.
Oh, there you go.
Araya, sorry, my voice is so bad right now.
I know, I feel so stuffy, but it's worth it. Being out in the cold and everything, it's worth it to me.
Yes, it is. I mean, I don't have a stuffy nose. It's just the losing of my voice and, sounding like a 12-year-old little girl or a 12-year-old little boy, one of the two.
Yes. I'm gonna bring Country Girl into the box.
Why are you in this live right now? You should be at work making that money for my daughter and grandbaby. Okay? So you need to hop on out of this
He's on
live.
break.
Well,
Yeah, I had the
He's on lunch break.
shiesty on.
you're on break, you could get yourself a DD job and make money on your break too. Let's put it together now, okay?
I want to become an investigator now, dang it. Everyone's like, well, why are you the only one with the shiesty on? I look over and I'm like, I'm not the only one with the shiesty on, though.
But honestly, I didn't even notice. So, and that's the kind of people we need, the people who are low-key and chill,
Well, she did direct some messages towards me when I had asked her a few things out there, and she looked dead at me with the shiesty on and all, and I was like, so why are you inside while your daughter's out here in the cold, dude?
Exactly.
And then I heard my sister, the other sister, not this one, but the other sister, she was like, well, I thought it was in this town, not this one. And she didn't really say it out loud, so I did for her. I was like, you know what, I'm going to be your voice. Here, let me say it. And she's like, well, and she looks at the cop. She goes, well, which one did we go to? And I was like, you don't even know where you went, dude? Like, how do you not know where you went? But you just got back from there.
And like you said, you're sitting in there with the three the three cot
Hots and a cot.
While she's out here being cold.
Like, what? This is your
Chachi,
daughter.
and sorry, I have to recognize our girl Chachi. Please, everybody put hearts in the
here?
room for Chachi. Yeah, she just came in.
Did I miss her? Come in?
I didn't see her come in.
Chachi, good luck. I hope you are doing good. I hope you are resting today because you got a long week ahead of you. We love you and we appreciate you coming out.
And Chachi, I also want to will you message me, please? I would love to come see you without the protest, just a one-on-one. I'm sure you'll be down for a while. I would love to come see you, Chachi. You are a sweetheart.
Honestly, and I'm going to be this is me because I love people. I love good people.
Agree.
after everything is all said and done and Becca is brought home, I would really like to do like a coffee meetup with whoever wants to come out and just no live streams, no social media, just us chit chatting, talking, everything. I would really love that.
I want to add too. I will be on here begging and pleading and crowdsourcing and asking for donations when Becca and the baby are found. And if it plays
Have
out
not
the
found her
way,
yet. No.
hold on.
No. So there was something, not to interrupt, but there was something somebody said yesterday about getting get a person to do a fence for the grandparents. Does anyone know anybody that knows how to do landscaping for fencing that is up there?
We do have a gentleman, Nicholas, he was out there, who has offered his time and his skills. If if we end up with materials and everything he needs, he said he will donate his time to help put the fence up, install cameras, whatever is needed.
Right. And then if anybody who is out there protesting wanted to help him get it done faster, if you
Yes.
know how to use a postal digger, if you know how the length of the depth of it should be,
Tati just
how
said
he's
that her brother
explaining.
knows how to do it, and
Right.
he
I'm
will help.
speaking like other people that want to help that know what they're
Yep.
doing.
Yep.
Um, that could help him get it done faster instead of just one person
And
working on it.
even if you don't necessarily know what you're doing, but you are willing to learn and you are willing to listen to the people who do know what they're doing to get it done faster, that's great too.
Yes, very much so. Because a lot of people out here, they are very country and they know, like, okay, let's get down to the gritty. Let's get it
Yes.
done. And they're
I do
quick at
know
doing it.
that a
If
woman.
anybody has cat food or dog food, please, please, please let Lisa know. And like I said, I will bring Lisa, which is the ex-daughter-in-law,
Hey,
into
my
the
guys,
live
I have to
today.
get off here. My phone is about dead.
No, that's okay. You charge your phone up.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Bye.
Be safe.
Bye.
Yes, sissy.
Britt Brat, Crossroads will be live during a protest later today. Her and Caleb and quite a few other people will be out there. So if you are local and you want to join them, let them know. Go ahead.
Country girl, thank you for bringing that up again. I don't want to take the lead off that either. I'm not trying to take anything from Becca, but this is the grandma that lives next door. She has no relationships to Brad or Courtney. They do not talk. They antagonize her. They make her life um, a daily living hell, to be honest. So I'm glad you brought that up. I'm not taking the spotlight off Becca by any means, but we do have to help Grandma. She is
Yes.
an elderly senior citizen.
Yes, and Grandma Grams did say that she felt safe with the protesters being out there because
Right.
she is terrified of them.
Well, that concerns around that as well because if the
Country, can I
grandparents,
please put a little bit of weight on you?
go
Would
ahead.
that be okay? I was wondering, and I will let Lisa know that I'm going to set it up with you. If anybody has cat or dog food donations, would you be able to collect them at the protest and make sure Grams gets them?
If I can get back up there after coming back from TC today, then I can definitely help you guys collect that. I do have cats of my own, so I do understand where that is. I have two male kittens and a female kitten inside. I got, well, not the male kittens are outside with the mom, but I have my female kitten inside. So I have multiple cats myself. So it is pretty hard to handle more than one cat yourself. And she does have outdoor cats. I didn't know about the dogs there, but I can help out if I need to. If I can get back out there again tonight, I will definitely help you guys with that.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Hmm.
Anytime anybody goes to the protest, if they have extra cat or dog food, or they want to donate some to Grandma, then we'll send them your way. It could be any day, as long as we'll make sure you're going to be there. They can bring it to the protest and just leave it there for you to take. I will get with you. I will get with Lisa and see how she can meet up with you when you do get donation, and then you guys can just link up together that way.
I also am out in off of 151 here, and if they need to, they can drop it off. They could just DM me on here as well. If they're going to bring out anything, just have them DM me on here and I had like meet up with me and we'll figure out how to get it over there.
Amazing. See, that's how the community works. And Josh, no updates yet. There is going to be another protest tonight, and there is people out searching from what we heard, but that is the only update we got, bud.
Well, actually, no, we do have an update. He doesn't know it yet because he was sleeping when I got home. But they went for a polygraph test yesterday, and out of Courtney's mouth, she did not take hers. She refused to take hers, and Brad failed his. We don't know what part of it he failed, but we do know that he failed his.
Well, he got set up on that one. I was in that live for that too. He got set up for that. She didn't even know he missed any of them, and he told on himself technically.
Well, actually, if you're right, he did tell on himself. But if you were to pay attention, Courtney had said that before she got confused, that when they got in the truck, he told her that he failed. But then when it came out that people knew he failed, she was like, well, did you fail? And acted like she didn't know. She knew.
She definitely
She
knew.
knew.
The way she was acting yesterday was just really, 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 really sus completely.
Yes.
One, you
Yes, Celeste, she did refuse the lie detector test.
okay, so yeah. And then I know they got back. Somebody said something about seeing them at a gas station, and then 12 minutes later they came home, and that was roughly around what, 7 o'clock at night.
Oh no! That was like
8:30 last night.
it was like 8:30. It was literally we had been gone a half hour and they showed up.
Okay, so then that was just after I got there. Then I might have been there around that time then, because I was out in town pretty late. So
yeah, we left at 8 o'clock and they got home at like 8:30.
Gotcha. Okay, because I was out there when she pulled up, and it was right after a few people had already left.
Yeah, yep. But so my mom was driving and I was in the passenger seat listening to the lives, trying to check in and see what was going on.
Okay, hold on. I just have to say this. I seen a name come in, and I don't have my glasses on, and I thought somebody had the name Big Bra.
No, that's Big Brat. Big Brat's been in and out of here a lot. But yeah, so that's the update that we have. There is supposed to be a search today. Courtney did come out and say if everyone wanted to meet out front of her house and go search the back tracks of her house, they would join them. Whether they do or not, I don't know if that's gonna happen. But that is what was said. We are not affiliated with the search. We will not be participating in the search. So whatever happens with that, we don't know.
Who has Kimmy's phone? We don't know where Kimmy's at.
Yes.
2.0, no, they're not going to put a stop to it. I've actually had two cops, a male and a female, stand behind me last night when she came outside, and I had cleared it up that nobody wants to harm her, that we just want to speak with her and we want answers and we want to know why she's not out here with us helping find her daughter. They said okay, and they didn't have a problem with it. And then when she asked him what location she went to, that's when he walked over to her, had a conversation and said, y'all have a good night, and they left. So no, they will not be stopping the peaceful protest because nobody is harming anybody and nobody is trashing anything. So no matter how much she fights and fusses about it, nobody has to stop doing it. They cannot stop you from your First Amendment.
Honey, they were saying that they're going to put a stop to the search, not the protest.
I thought they were talking about the protest. I apologize for that.
Well, if that is what they said, 2.0, then I'm sure they'll be out there to tell everybody that. Like I said, we are not affiliated with the search. We are not searching. We are just doing the protest. We are not condoning or condemning any search. That is not our business.
Not even promoting it in a way to tell people to go watch it.
Hold on, you guys. Why don't we let that person up in a box? Just sometimes when they're typing, it's frustrating. I know it's frustrating for me to try to type. Why don't you let him up, or that person up here, to just tell us what they're thinking?
Well, they said that they were just on the phone with county, and they said nobody's to be searching, is what they had put in the chat.
Up here, let them up here. Give
If
them
they
a
want
voice.
to, they are welcome to
You can request a
request.
box.
But
Ram Nana, they can tell you not to search if they believe that there's evidence.
yes, you can. If I'm being quite honest, if the police ask you not to search, and you go searching anyways,
That's
that impedes their investigation.
and it's
Just that.
disrespectful.
Not just that, but if they found something, then that means that they cannot afford anybody to be out there to mess up what they already found. So what if it's
Exactly.
tracked or certain things? So they want people to stay out of there so that way it doesn't tamper with their investigation that they have going out there.
Yes, and that's why we are not condoning a search. We are not being
Participating.
we are not participating. We're not affiliated with the search. Nothing like that. We are strictly protesting.
I
We're
was hoping
just
you
a
would grab
voice
a
for Becca.
box.
That's it.
Hold on. I was hoping you would grab a box just so I could verify for my own nosy self that you were not Courtney, Rich, Brad, Kimmy, under a name that we don't know. I just wanted to hear your voice. But anyways, that's fine. If you don't want a box, that's fine. We'll just take it with a grain of salt. But I would suspect if they are close to anything in this case, they are not going to want people out there searching and stuff. And they probably don't like the social media stuff only because there will be a jury trial if things are bad. And then it's going to be hard to find anybody that can do the jury that isn't familiar with the case. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yes.
I mean, that could be true that they were told that. But again, I don't know who that person is. So I
Just
can't
think
say
about
yay
it.
or nay.
Just think about it from this perspective. If the cops have already been out there, or if they haven't been out there, there could be footprints. There could be some type of evidence that all these other people going out there, they're going to trample around and cover it all up so they can't do it.
Exactly. Because these aren't
Question. Hold on.
trained
Let's
people.
back off. I just want to stay on one topic real quick. Okay. So I appreciate what you came in here and said. I'm not taking that from you. But with that being said, and you're from Missouri, what did you feel you would accomplish by calling the sheriff's department in Michigan, asking about a Michigan case when you're in Missouri? That. What did you think you were going to accomplish by doing that? To get searchers to stop searching? Or, I mean, there just has to be a reason why you would call from Missouri and ask Michigan, can we search when you're in Missouri? Obviously, one, you didn't plan on going to the protest. That's what we are. Two, you didn't plan on going searching because you're in Missouri. So I'm just wondering, why did you make that phone call? Why did you take that time out of your day to make that phone call?
What was the motive of that is the correct answer.
Yes, what was the motive?
So here's how I do this. Get ready. Get ready to do your clicker. We'll give them 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He has no answer. Bye.
Click them out.
Yeah, she said, get ready to do your clicker, click them out. And that's why she was counting down. I was
He's
gonna say, don't misclick it, hit me. I'm just kidding.
muted and blocked.
So that's my other thing. You can be out of state and you could help. There's good ways that you could help. You could pick up your phone and call somebody and say, hey, could you make flyers? You could pick up your phone and call and say, would you make a donation for battery packs? You could do more beneficial things than call a sheriff's department that's overloaded with phone calls right now and say, are you allowing them to search?
Bye,
Sir,
Celeste.
this
Thank you
took up
for
a lot of valuable
everything.
time and you will no longer take up time in this chat. That's how I look at that.
Thank you for finding the printer press for us, Celeste. We really appreciate it.
Only thing people are doing by calling the jails and stuff, asking if they can be searching, asking if so and so is locked up, asking if they have so and so, if they're being questioned. All that's doing is tying up their phones so that people can't call in if they have a true tip in the case.
what a lot of them are saying on live, that people are inviting them into lives and it's like a reached limit, and that they're so tired of people just randomly calling and hitting their lines when everybody up here is doing everything they can and they cannot reach them because people are constantly, even from other states, constantly blowing them up. Let the people here that are doing this protest and this investigation with them, let them call. Stop calling from out of state. Stop bothering them with the case that you don't really know much about, that we're trying to figure out here to ourselves. It doesn't help us. It just makes it worse when we do have
I
information.
apologize if anybody thinks I am a very mean person. I am not. I am a very nice person. Well, I think I am. I just like to be factual and straight to the point, or close enough to the facts where it's not misleading. And secondly, I was going to just hold on, look at the messages.
But anyways, again, I want to reiterate, we are talking about Rebecca Park, 22 years old, missing now for 21 days, 7 days over her due date with her baby boy. Nobody has heard from her in 21 days. Nobody has seen her in 21 days. She is missing. We are not affiliated with the search. We are affiliated with the protest. If you want to go out, and if you're local and you want to go out and show your support and help give Becca a voice, they will be meeting on the corner of South 26th Road and 21 and a half Road. There is a Book of Faces page called Protest for Becca that you can join if you would like more information. There are guidelines set in place for protesters' protection and to make the cops' jobs easier. We don't want to give them a reason to tell us to leave. It's peaceful. We are not inciting anything. We are not antagonizing anything. Protesters.
It's safe too. The cops do come out and randomly check on the protesters just to make sure everybody is safe. I
Yes,
just wanted to make sure they knew that.
Yeah, they
Yes,
came
we
out
do.
last
If
night.
anybody was in our lives last night, they seen the officer talking to us and telling us that what we were doing was perfectly okay.
Also, that was the question. I am sorry. It was Dana. Yes, I agree. Protesting at the police department is a good thing. That will happen when somebody is held accountable and they are locked test, then we'll move to that facility that they are in and we will be protesting out there for justice.
All right, everybody. I appreciate you guys being on live with us. I am going to have to step off and be a mom for a little bit. And do some mind things, some mom things.
Hold on one second. Can we lighten the mood real quick?
Okay.
Put my grandbaby on there. You guys want to see something outrageously intelligent, smart 2-year-old? Have him tell you the days of the week.
All right. He's currently watching his little videos. Hang on. Hey, baby. Can you tell mommy what the days of the week are? Do we start with Sunday? And then we got what? He's engrossed in this video about squids. Sunday? You want to talk to Nana? He don't want to talk to Nana right now.
Other time.
He's
He
learning.
knows all the days of the weeks and the month. I just adore him. I'm a proud Nana.
He's currently learning about octopi. They have 8 tentacles, but 9 brains. In case anybody didn't know that.
Fact, I didn't know that.
They got 1 in each tentacle, and then they have 1 in their heads. So they got 9 brains. But so I'm gonna head out, get little man some lunch, and then lay him down for a nap. And we'll be back on later with updates and stuff as they come in, and chit chatting about about Becca and everything. So we will be back. Thank you everybody for joining us. Remember to follow Crossroads because she will be out there at 4